Aaron here at bassfootwire.com. We sell a ton of fish obsessed mounts and we get a lot of questions about how to put them on. So I get people call me all the time, how do I do this? How does it set up on my trolling motor? Which direction does it go? So we're going to help kind of walk through that with you guys and tell you what tools you need. So we have here, what is that, a 1/2 inch drive socket, a 3/16 Allen, really all the tools you need to do this. So your Dominator mount's going to come this way, and it's going to come with a block with 4 longer bolts. This is the extension block. We're going to basically take apart, we're going to take the factory 4 bolts out, and you're going to discard those bolts. We don't need them no more since we're going with the extension. And that's going to go basically on your shaft like so. Okay, so what we're going to do now is walk through how to put the transducer on the mount. We're going to take these bolts out. Okay, so you need to determine which way your trolling motor is facing so you know which direction you want to put your transducer on. Ours prop's facing starboard, so we're going to put him on, basically he's going to go down like this on the trolling motor. So we're going to put that on this side. So with that, in your hardware kit, you're going to get a bolt, one specific washer, which we're going to put on the head of the bolt. Okay, I'm going to drop it in on the transducer. We're going to put the block on. Keep your finger on the back side so it don't slide out. You have a larger washer, which is going to go on first. Then you have 4 little washers here. So all these washers have a bevel to them. You're going to put them facing each other to create a spring. You're going to do that twice. So you want all 4 washers like that dropped on, and that creates your spring tension to allow you to adjust it. Put the nut on. Get it snug, and then back it off just a tad. Just enough for spring tension on that. All right, now we're going to finish up on this process, and then we'll meet you back at the trolling motor. Okay, up here on the trolling motor, it is facing starboard. We got our prop facing starboard, so that means we're going to mount our transducer facing this direction. So you get a pad. This is a rubber pad to help. It's a grip, essentially, so it doesn't rotate on you. We're going to take our block, our extension block, we're going to put it in here. We're going to take our rubber. I like to put it where it's all facing the top into the mount, like so. Okay, so when we go to tighten these bolts up, you got to be cautious not to A, over tighten them, but B, is if you tighten too much on one side, it'll start to turn on you. So I like to basically, I'll stand at the end of the head down here and I'll look down the shaft, and I want to make sure he's lined up even, parallel with the trolling motor itself. And I'm going to jump to the other side because you want to keep these bolts even with each other. I'm tightening them up. It doesn't take a lot to tighten these bolts. Something like 10 to 15 inch-pound, which is very little. So we're looking good there. Just going to go out, snug them out one more time just to make sure they're good. Alright, so next step, next phase of this, we're going to put the transducer on. Okay, final step is putting the transducer on the shaft. So we got our block here. We're just going to open the block up so we can slide it back on there. Just like so. I kind of like it towards the end right there. We're going to tighten that up. So you want to be careful when you go to tighten these. Again, you don't want to over tighten these because it is possible to over torque and strip them out. But at this point, we're going to look in line with our shaft, or we want our transducer in line with the shaft, and we want this piece in line with the motor. That looks pretty good right there. We're going to tighten it up. And I said you want to alternate the sides while you're tightening it. Make sure not to over tighten it. There you go, just like that. So the cool thing about this mount, there's no knobs. There's nothing you have to loosen to go. So if you want to move it down, you can. If you want to run it straight vertical, you can. So notice by adding the extension block, you get it away from the motor for less interference as well. So if you've got a 360 sitting here, you can have him pushed all the way down, your 360 sitting here, and you're not going to have the interference that way. So if you want to run it straight out, say you're out here hunting, you're out here, you're chasing, you're hunting, you're looking for the fish, and have it straight out like that, and you can, just move forward and help find them better. I personally like it about like that. So again, my name is Aaron at bassfootwire.com. We sell a ton of these things. If you have questions, give me a shout. Give me 817-909-6492, and of course check out the website at bassfootwire.com.